I read The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and it's 313 pages long, and I absolutely love this book. I've been wanting to read it for a really long time. It was like number one on my list of books to read because I've seen like parts of it before. My friends have told me about it, and I love John Green's writing just as a whole. I mean, I've read some of his other books like Looking for Alaska and um, other ones, and his writing is just really good. It gets me hooked. I would read his grocery list if I could. I love John Green so much. This book got me hooked right when I picked it up. I read it cover to cover in one sitting. It took me like 3 hours because it was so good. From the very beginning, I didn't want to stop I didn't want to stop reading. And when it ended, I just sat there for probably an hour just thinking about how amazing this was. I love the characters so much. I've decided that I'm going to name my daughter Hazel Grace, which is one of the main characters. And I don't know one person who's read this book and hasn't absolutely fallen in love with it. It's most books you have to sort of read into it a couple chapters to actually get into it because the beginning is sort of really slow. But basically the first sentence got me hooked on this book, and every sentence after that was just even better. My favorite character is Augustus Waters because he's my dream guy. The way he talks, the way he acts, everything is just so perfect. And the plot twist of him dying really that broke my heart. I still can't get over his death. Like I could cry if I started talking about it right now with my friends because it was so good. I would recommend this book to anyone, honestly, anyone, boys, girls, men, women, grandparents, anybody, because you can there are so many different ways that you can connect, and I think it would be a great learning experience for people to read this book because this book really did change my life and my perspective on most things. I've it it got me back into reading. It got me more excited for reading. It's one of those kind of books. I absolutely love this so much. I will definitely be rereading this book tons of times, like just for fun. If I could do multiple book talks on this book, I would because it's so good. I could go on for hours.